We got 2 people in right now, and I think I recognize them. Let me fix something really quick. No, don't be like that. Calm down. Well, he is late, yes. All right. Wow, we got some people. Cool. What's up? Ali Keeter 8186, good for you to join us. Quick updates on kind of what's been going on. TCG Live and stuff like that. I have actually been spending some time off camera working on my ranking, as you see. I hit Master League not too long ago, but I had to completely change my deck format. So originally I've been using the man, the myth, and the legend Mega Lucario. He wasn't getting the job done, no matter how hard. Hey, what's up, Amber Ingram 8437? No, we just got started. I usually start the live stream about 30 minutes early. That way everyone has time to jump in. No issue at all. But yeah, no, we've been using Mega Lucario, and we finally realized, like, he's just not getting the job done. He's fun, but I wanted to try something different, so I went to a build and battle. Got a build and battle deck of Dhelmise and Sinistra, and absolutely fell in love with this deck. So, I've been playing it. I had, this is kind of my original hide and sneak. I was using Brilliant Blender, which is such a fun card, and it works so well with this deck. But I was running into problems of, if I ran into a mirror matchup, I was cooked. On top of that, special red card I really do enjoy. It lets you force the opponent to shuffle their hand and draw only 3 cards, but you can only use it once they're way ahead of you. And it works well with this deck, but it doesn't work well in a mirror matchup. And so, so I've actually switched that over to Judge. I was also running Team Rocket's Watchtower because I ran into a bunch of decks with normal Pokemon that I had to fight against. And I decided, instead of running Team Rockets, if you can't beat them, join them. So I grabbed some normals of my own. I'm running Dunsparce. And then I'm running Dunsparce. The problem with this is, come April, Dunsparce is no longer standard, and I'm so sad because I absolutely love this deck. It is spectacular, but it is what it is. So I gotta enjoy this until April. On top of that, I added 2 Buddy Buddy Poffin, and their only job is get Dunsparce active. Like, get Dunsparce on the team. Yes, no, you're absolutely right, Amber Ingram 8437. It counters them so hard. So 2 cannon, guys, for anyone out there. Let me pull up this card. Let me show you a card that I have just been beating my head against a wall against, and I finally realized fighting it was almost unnecessary if you play right. So here we go. We have 2 cannon. Actually, let's get the cool card. I have the cool art. There he is. Alright, so this is 2 cannon. He's a flying type monstrosity. His ability is aerial draw. Once during your turn, you may use this ability, draw a card. So you just get to draw a card. Well, I've seen people running this, plus Dunsparce, plus Kangaskhan, Mega Kangaskhan EX, and they're drawing like 6 cards per turn, and it's disgusting. So, on top of that, this guy's got Feather Rondo. It does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, starting at 60. You match this, what they're doing is matching with, like, Ogerpons with the, not Teal Mask, Leaf Mask Ogerpon, whatever that one actually is. The Grass Ogerpon is disgusting compared with this. You add in the Area 0 Underdepths, and it just lets you hit hard, draw lots of cards. Yeah, no, absolutely. Ali Keeter 8186. I absolutely love the Mega Lucario deck, but I mean, you're familiar with my deck. My deck that I've poured probably 8 to 10 hours into working. I'll actually show it. I've got it right here. So this deck right here, and I actually need to edit it just a little. I thought teal was the water. Am I wrong? I don't know. But this deck right here, it's fantastic. But I'm going to show you what my deck does, and it makes Mega Lucario look ridiculous. I have fought this deck versus my Lucario deck multiple times at home. I have yet to be able to beat it with Mega Lucario. I mean, it is such a hard counter to that deck that it was like there's no reason. Let's see. Let's figure out this Ogre Pawn issue because I am confused. Whoa. Dex. Edit, and we'll just search here. Ogre Pawn. Wellspring Ogre Pawn. Wellspring. So teal is green and Wellspring is blue. Oh, hi. But yeah, the deck I'm running right now absolutely trounces Mega Lucario. So whenever I run into a Mega Lucario, it's almost a free match. So let's walk through it really quick for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. All right. First, we got Poltergeist. He is honestly the backbone of this team. He has no retreat cost, and he's got hide and sneak. So all effects of Pokemon attacks and abilities done to him don't work unless it's just damage. Besides that, I place a damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. I've never done that, ever. Actually, no, I've done it one time. But he's just good. Hide and sneak. You'll see hide and sneak Sinistra put 4 damage counters on all your opponent's Pokemon if I have 6 or more hide and sneak Pokemon in my discard pile. That's the challenge. Now, we also have Dhelmise. We'll talk about him in a second. Lily's Clefairy is only in this deck to absolutely beat down Dragapult. It's hilarious. Shuppet is another hide and sneak. Banette lets me search my deck for any one card. So if I have a bad start, I put Banette forward and he gets me what I need. Spiritomb. We'll talk about Spiritomb in a minute. So let's go to this guy right here. This guy single-handedly makes the Mega Lucario deck worthless. All right? But, I mean, I say single-handedly. He needs a lot of help. But this is the card that decimates it. Let's talk about it. Dhelmise. He has Vengeful Anchor for 1 energy. All right? If you have 4 or more Pokemon that have the Hide and Sneak ability in your discard pile, this attack does 140 more damage. All right? More damage. So that's 170 total for 1 energy. By itself, okay, it knocks out some Pokemon, it fails to knock out others. But Mega Lucario is weak to psychic attacks. 170 times 2, 340, and it's a dead one-shot on a Mega Lucario. I get 3 prize cards for a single energy. Mega Lucario is cooked. 100%. So let's run this deck. Let me show you exactly how silly it is. I hope I get a good hand. I played 2 matches the other day and got some of the ugliest hands I've ever seen, but I still pulled 1 win out. I am in Master Rank, so people are playing hard. Oh, actually, no, I want to update this really quick because I just hit Master Rank the other day, so we can customize this now. There we go. All right. Ow. He's wearing his comfy shorts. I'm wearing my new jeans. What do you got, my guy? I love that we got so many people in today. Hey, guys, if y'all have any questions about your decks or anything, feel free to drop it in the chat, and I would love to answer any questions I can. So we're going to run a match right here and just kind of see how it goes. He calls tails. He gets to pick. The thing I like about this deck is it is both good first and second. He's going first. I can work with that. I prefer going first personally, but I take either or. Let's see what we've got. A terrible hand. I'm mulligan, which is actually pretty rare with this deck. It's got like 14. So he's going first. I'm not worried with my Poltergeist up there. I'm assuming it's a Rockets deck. There's Badoo, the bane of my existence. Badoo is a really good... No, it is not chocolate milk. Yeah, I'll absolutely walk through it here in a minute. But what I was saying, Badoo absolutely silences my deck. I have so many items in this deck. We are going to struggle a little bit. This is a Mega Feraligatr deck with the Snow Run. I've built this exact deck. I've homebrewed it. I haven't finished it, but that's really, really exciting. So he's in a Pokepet. He's got a lot of things going on. Monkey Dory. I like that choice. He's already got a full deck. Oh, and that hits people who have abilities. This is going to actually hurt a lot. Okay. I don't like what we're about to do here, but we have to. We're going to play Clefairy so that I can play that. We are going to grab a Shuppet because we have nothing in our hand. Oh. And we're going to pass. That's all I can do. That was a terrible hand. So yeah, Nicholas Johnson family, just to give you some information. This deck I'm running is called the Hide and Sneak. It's definitely my style of it. I've modified mine. It's got slightly different trainers than other people. Everyone's deck, you know, you're going to customize it to what you feel you need most. But this guy right here, which hopefully I get to show you this match, I might get nuked really, really fast. If I do, it happens. That's fine. But maybe not, actually. Yeah, we're going to go aggressive. I don't like this, but it's what we're going to do. Could have done that, but I'm not going to. We are going to put a normal energy on him because I've got my night stretchers. I want to hold on to those. So this guy right here, when I meet his requirements... Oh, In's deck is my bane. That's the one deck I'm terrified of. When I meet the requirements of my Dhelmise, he does 170 damage. Lucario holds 340 health and is weak to Psychic. So, my Dhelmise does 170 times 2, 340, and I one-shot a Mega Lucario. Every match I've played against a Mega Lucario, they get a single turn to exist. And then I just decimate them. So right now we see this guy, he is trying to get his Snow Run active because that could... Yeah, that will knock out my Poltergeist very fast. Monkey Dory... actually, is it... And abilities. Oh, no, we're fine, actually. We're fine. That's actually not a threat almost at all to my deck. Lily is going to start... Lily's Clefairy is going to start taking some damage here. And we just have to accept that. But yeah, Amber Ingram, 8437. In's deck is a severe counter to me because he's got the... oh my goodness. That was really good for him. He's got the Darmanitan, I think, who just absolutely messes me up. Right there, you notice my Poltergeist was not affected. Oh, what a terrible hand. All right, guys, we're going to work with what we got here. You know, wow, guys, this is about the worst start I could have possibly seen. I mean... The one thing you don't want this deck to do is stall out, and that is what's happening right now. I have nothing usable down here, so I just keep taking prizes. He's probably going to stall and put this Totodile forward, because his goal is to get energies down. He might have energy switch. This is big. Prism Tower, big portion of my deck, so that's going to get us that. Just knocked out his Zora. Well done. Well done. All right. So Prism Tower allows me to sacrifice or discard two cards in general and draw. Remember, most of my cards require hide and sneak Pokemon in my discard pile. So Prism Tower is one of like 4 different ways that I can discard cards really quickly in my deck. And no, this is not chocolate milk. It is a latte in the afternoon. So right here, this is interesting. He shoots forward with rare candy. The Relicanth, what is this? Each of your evolved Pokemon previous evolution. That's a cool ability. Alright, that's smart. Putting damage down on my Dhelmise. I'm just going to have to face the music on that. He isn't able to attack with this mega hit right now, but the combo with that Relicanth is actually really cool. That's really cool, actually. I am stuck. I have to stay out here. That's fine. I'm going to get one shot anyway. He does 200 damage. So here we go. This is what we're looking for. We are first going to play Prism. I'm going to Gwyn immediately. It allows me to discard cards. Sadly, I only have one that I want to discard there. This is atrocious. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay. Okay. Here's what we are going to do. We're going to discard one of those. We're going to discard that. We're going to... Oh, I can't play a Dunsparce yet. That's okay. I'm going to hold him for next turn. How do I want to play this out? Evolving him doesn't do me any good. Playing an energy here does. And then he does 220, which is fantastic damage. So next turn, essentially, we just have to draw 2. I have 1 there. We're going to be okay. Yeah, that's going to happen. 8437, Amber Ingram. That is definitely going to happen. You just live with it. What's up, Edison? How you doing, my guy? Getting that good old shout outs. Surfing Beach is a great choice here. He's able to get my Prism Tower out of the way, which is good because I didn't even use it that turn. I was kind of scared because I don't have a lot of options in my hand right now. He is going to catch up to me in prizes. That's big, getting that huge health boost. A lot of people have been doing that. That slows down a Dhelmise deck, but it doesn't absolutely cripple us. One thing I like about this deck is, and if people want to help building it, like, I'd absolutely love talking you through it. This deck just has a lot of options. Now, you see, those Monkey Dories are really putting the hurt on me. And they're going to be able to knock out my Dhelmise next turn, which really stinks. This is a really good setup for him, and I'm struggling to get going, so it's not a good advertisement for my deck, but that's okay. He's got another monkey in the back. That's really good for him. Crispin and Monkey Dory, beautiful combination. Wait. Really? Okay. Interesting. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. What a terrible setup. I mean, we just go Full Moon Rondo here, and I don't know. I wasn't actually paying attention. Did he heal? Why is he short in energy? I have no idea. I don't know. Prism Tower, yes. Prism Tower works with every single deck. It just depends. Like, you're trading 2 cards for 1 random card in your deck, which isn't the craziest trade in the world. But with decks that need to discard cards, it's a really, really good option. He is going to take my Dhelmise here. I'll just Night Stretch him back out. That's fine. How strange. Alright. Well, guess he doesn't want to clear my deck space, which is fine. He's kind of suffocating me, but I don't know what he's doing with this Mega. Like, honestly, I haven't been paying that much attention. We can check the log, but Surfing Beach, there he goes. What I'd like, yeah, he's going to come out with a big hit here, probably an evolution. what I would like to see is a good card pulled. Interesting. Can I get a boss? Boss's orders? That'd be huge. A Gwyn. Gwyn is massive. We take Gwyn all day. We double Sinistcha. That's 4. Dhelmise is active. We luxury energy. Our Clefairy. Yep. 100%. We Prism Tower. Double Prism. Into double Bayonet. See, guys, now that my deck is starting, my deck can pop off. We just got to get him there. We've got these Night Stretchers, which help us get our Dhelmise back out. We're also going to retreat. We're going to put that one in the discard pile. We are going to put this Dhelmise forward. I probably should have done the luxurious on something else, but that's fine. And right now, we're just trying to take control of this match. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Let me see. Yeah. So you saw how, like, he definitely had a really slow start. He did well. He had a great start, but didn't capitalize with it. And now he's having to kind of chase, which is awesome for me. If I can get a boss next turn, that's massive. That's game, actually. Boss's orders is all I need. I don't know if I can get it, though. But what I like about my deck is I'm able to stall. This is called a single prize deck. All my Pokemon in this deck, except for that Clefairy, are worth 1 prize. So I essentially get 6 confirmed turns where they cannot beat me. And if I can get my deck going, like you saw, I finally had a good card draw, was able to turn it into potential, and I turned it into essentially just a massive amount of damage. Now, Monkey Dory should be trying to knock out my Clefairy. Oh, that's beautiful, actually. He'll still get 2 prizes because my luxurious energy, it was not an attack. That was awesome. That was a really good choice by him. Those Monkey Dory are causing me a lot of problems. These 4 alligators just aren't activating. I'm a little confused about them. But that's fine. Pheasantipity is going to allow him to draw cards. Here's where the game gets dicey. Alright, he's got 2 for alligators. 1 is active, 1's about to be. Pheasantipity allows him to draw more cards. I'm going to play Dunsparce back here. Try to get to Dunsparce for some draw engine at this point. It's late, but I still need some draw engine. He's about to be taking a lot of prize cards because next turn he'll hit this. The next turn he will hit this. We are okay, but not in a great position in my opinion. Haha. But we'll see. But the funny thing is, like, he needs all these energies. I need 1. So that is big. He definitely... What are we looking at here? I need to check this. How many do I have? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we're going to do that. I think we kind of have to. I could evolve Poltergeist and make some trouble. But... that's not what we need here. We are going to Prism Tower here. We are going to fish for some cards. I don't really need Colress at this point. Or Buddy, if we're being bluntly honest. Yeah. Do I get... Judge ain't bad, but it doesn't give me what I want. think we do this. Oh, I forgot that I've got a Dunsparce there. Okay. We are going to do that. Not really what we want, but we live with it. Sorry, guys. I'm actually, like, deep thinking right now. We are going to go with the straight damage here. I don't know if I'd say I'm cooking, but we're trying. Fluttermane? I thought about it. I've looked at it. Yeah, me too. You can't see the top of the screen. No, that's just how it cuts off right there. Fluttermane, I've looked at it. I would have to pull it up here in a second and remember. But essentially, the purpose of my deck is single-minded with multiple options. So if I introduce things that don't meet that requirement, it has to have a very important purpose. So like Dunsparce is here because I need Draw Engine. You haven't seen it much this match because I got shut down pretty fast. But the reason I was confident putting Dunsparce down was I knew they could not Monkey Dory him down. Did he heal? I wasn't even looking. Why is he only at 110? Oh, because they're taking the damage off. Okay. Yeah, there's that big nasty damage. Nothing we can really do about it. I'm going to do something silly here. No, I'm not. Yeah, we are pretty much cooked if we don't get a boss's orders. It all comes down to that. Do we pull boss? Oh, I could have played this differently and I didn't, but you just had to pick a direction. So that's not what we want to see here. So what we're going to do is we are going to do this. I'm then going to use my Dunsparce. Can we get boss? Still not boss's orders. We are then going to... Oh boy. Okay. We're going to Ultra Ball here to get another card out of the deck. We don't need that. We don't need that. We are desperately hunting for cards here. We're going to put that down. So I'm trying to weed my deck down as low as I can, pulling out as many cards as I can. Here we go. We are going to Prism Tower. Do we get the boss? Do we get, what's up, Emily? Do we get the card we need right here? Boss's orders. No, we don't. That is match. Ah! Not my finest performance. Hey, guys, I'm going to be right back. I have to go grab something, and then we'll get back to it, and we'll talk about that match. Hello, puppy. Hello. All right, what's up, Emily? Hey guys, so yeah, let's talk about that. So my deck struggled there. That is really cool art. Just getting off the ground. But I do want to point out, like, the massive amount of damage that this deck can output. Nice. We're gonna work on that and kind of see what we can do. But let me look through the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. So someone asked me, Prism Tower, is it good for every single deck? Not exactly. Hey, sweetheart, let me get that out of your way. So Prism Tower, you discard 2 cards and you draw 1. Like I was saying, if you discard 2 cards you know you have, for the chance of getting one, you just saw right there, I was desperately searching for boss's orders. I had a 1 in 15 or a 1 in 8 chance, depending on how many are in my deck, and I still didn't get it. Like, it's a risky, expensive card to use, but at the same time, it's very useful for my deck because I need to discard cards. So, like, Prism Tower works really well, in my opinion, with a Lucario deck. You can discard a lot of energies really fast. You honestly don't even need Drillbur anymore, like my style of deck. But at the same time, Lucario decks are pretty good about discarding energy, so it's not essential. It's just one more draw. On the topic of Fluttermane, let's look at Fluttermane, guys. No, decks, edit. Alright. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's active Pokemon has no abilities except for Midnight Fluttering. Put 2 damage counters on your opponent's benched Pokemon in any way you like for 3 energy. I mean, that's cool, plus the 90, but that right there, 3 energy, definitely not touching that with this deck. Move all damage counters from one of your benched ancient Pokemon. Nope. And during your opponent's next turn, attacks used by dude. Yeah, so I'm assuming you're talking about this Fluttermane. Correct me if I'm wrong. I like that. The Midnight Fluttering is really cool. Oh, happy birthday, your dad. But the problem with this is 3 energies. Like, I'm not getting enough out of that to spend 3 turns equipping energies to it. And even if you're talking about this one, we're still talking about 2 energies. It's too much. Like, Lily's Clefairy uses 2 energies, but that's not really why it's in my deck. Like, I used it there because I needed something. The ability's not bad. I don't actually run into too many Pokemon abilities that threaten me. Because I have Hide and Sneak for so many of my guys. And then Dhelmise, like, they're a dime a dozen. And it's specifically active spot. And because it's specifically active, most people aren't utilizing active abilities. They're using passives like Toucannon. Now, Toucannon can be in the front. You're right. And he's a 1 energy, great attacker, great ability. At the same time, giving up 1 card to counter something like that, not, in my opinion, worth giving up a card in my deck. At the same time, something like Kangaskhan, this is great. This shuts down Kangaskhan. But is it worth silencing a card like Kangaskhan to sometimes end up having this guy in the starting position and being on my deck or on my field, and I have no interest in using him? And in my opinion, I'd probably say it's not worth it. Oh yeah, hey guys, so you see in the chat as well, we got our Amber Ingram 8437 saying they'd like to battle. So I absolutely, that's weird, it said I got 0 points, but it took like 25 points. Very confused. Oh, I get it. They're like, hey, I can battle you guys. If you get TCG live, we can battle online. This is kind of how I plan to do a lot of my battling this year on TCG Tuesdays and stuff. If you don't have it yet, definitely get it. I'm also thinking that anyone in club who gets it, I'm going to hook them up with like 5 free packs, 5 free digital packs, because I have a metric ton of them. just to get you started. But let me show you something before we dive into another match. This right here is the battle pass. All right. Even if you don't buy any cards, if you just play the game, all of these are packs I got for just playing. I have filled out my pitch black card decks by just playing the game. So if all you do is play the game, and there are rental starter decks you just get for free, if you win a couple matches with that, you level up your battle pass. That gives you rewards, and you get cards of the new packs. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I'll give our man, I think it's Jazzy. We'll give Jazzy a shot. Oh, whoa, what are we doing? We'll see how Jazzy does. I've got an invite here. Jazzy is sitting in Ultra right now, Mewtwo Ultra. So let's see how Jazz handles hide and sneak. Let's see if my deck starts a little better this time, because it has the potential to just unload. But yeah. Something I do want to point out too, in that last match, I put an item on, or an energy onto my Lily's Clefairy that should have made it where it was only worth one prize card. But because it wasn't knocked out by an attack, but an ability, oh my goodness. Because it was knocked out by an ability, he circumvented that kind of ability I'd given mine and was able to get 2. Guys, we are getting garbage. Wow. I've had such good hands, and then this is happening. Let's see what we can do. He gets his mulligan card. There's Dunsparce, my boy. Okay, we can work with this. Kind of. We are going to do that. We are going to do that. The nice thing about starting Dunsparce is I have no idea what his deck is. It's a colorless. It could be a draw engine deck, like the 2 cannon he was talking about. I'm honestly betting it is. But we will find out next turn. Buddy Buddy Poppin' is a fantastic colorless card. Fan Rotom for the turn 1. Does it work on your first turn? Yes. Fan Rotom, this is absolutely a 2 cannon deck. Yep, I'm very familiar. So guys, his job is to draw as many cards as he possibly can as fast as he can. What did you attach there? Spiky Energy. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Ha! We'll see, we'll see. Alright, we are going to do this. Start building up. And I'm going to bring a little bit of a surprise. So remember I said if I draw a card that, or I draw a hand that I can't work with, I switch over to Bennett and I can puppet pull any card out of my deck. I already know what I want to pull from my deck. So I'm going to go ahead and find that. Yeah. And then I also get a prize card because I knocked out his weak little Dunsparce. The goal with Dunsparce decks is get them knocked down fast. That prize card was good. Good to get it out of my prizes. Go you, my guy. Go you. Is that a mist energy? Oh. Get out of here. Alright, he's going to do Dunsparce. He shuffles it into his deck, draws 3 cards. This is where the game's about to get hilarious, because he's just going to start drawing cards constantly. Running the Pikachu as your Terra. That's interesting. Now, the thing about Area 0 Underdepths, it's not going to work past April, so we got to watch out. April is going to be mean. What does Fly do? Prevents all damage. Get out of here, dude. Okay. Yeah, we want to do this. Yep. Yeah, why not? I don't really want that on my bench, but we're going to put it there. Because what I want to do right now is get cards out of my deck so that when I play this, I have better odds of getting things I'm looking for. I can work with this. Absolutely. He's got 90 health. I don't have anything I can really do to stop him, but I can puppet pull. Puppet pull is really, really good. We're gonna do this. Yeah. We're gonna pull that for next turn. Probably should have pulled something else, but oh well. I definitely should have pulled something else, but I'm not going to say. It's the heart. Okay. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I like that. That's really cool. I've never considered that. I'm assuming that Pikachu never hits the field for an attack. But guys, you see how he's using this Area 0 Underdepths? He's building a big bench, so his 2 cannon just starts hitting for 1,000,000 damage. If he flips heads, I'm going to scream. He doesn't. Now I get a turn to really unload on him, if I can do it right. This is perfect. We are going to go with a Pokepad. Get my own Dunsparce. See what we can draw. Not bad, not bad. We are going to... Do I toy with him a little? No, not right now. No, we play smart. We play smart. We get to Dunsparce on the field. I'm struggling to get stuff active here, guys. Yeah. Do we do that? Yes. That's the path to victory. We are going to get rid of that. And that. I guess. Struggling here a little, guys. Struggling a little. We are looking at 2 Mons. That's what I thought. We are going to now Gwyn. You notice how long my turns become. They do get a little obnoxious. We are going to retreat to a Dhelmise. I got 4 into my discard pile, so now I am able to hit it. Good question on the Gwyn. So what does Gwyn do? Gwyn, we are going to put in energy there. Gwyn, I discard 2 Pokemon, and I get to draw 3 cards per Pokemon I discard. So, and you saw I had a boss's orders. I could have switched into something else, but I want to hold his 2 cannons off as long as I can because they are so powerful. So Gwyn is a good way to discard 2 Mons and get a ton of cards into my hand. So combine that with Prism Tower, combine it with Ultra Ball, you're able to discard quite a few Pokemon in the same turn without having to give up your Ace Spec for the Brilliant Blender. What is that? Is that spiky energy? Get out of here, my guy. There's that Dunsparce. Rare candy for the 2 cannon. Nice. Nice. That's the power of this draw deck. Now, the frustrating thing for my man Jazzy is this deck's really good about undermining like heavy energy cost cards and like pulling like right there 320 damage, man. I mean, you're knocking out almost a Mega Lucario. You're getting a ton of prizes. He gets 1. That's all he gets. And it's like really frustrating because I come in with a single energy and knock it right out. So he is going to face the music. Also, now he has to make the hard call. Who do I get rid of? He probably gets rid of Fan Rotom. It doesn't do anything for him anymore. But I really don't know. We'll see. Okay. Yep. So there's that. Now, I'm going to put that down. I'm going to put that down. We're going to done sparse. And you see, like, what I'm doing is just drawing a ton of cards, setting myself up for a big finish if I need it. Yeah, get that stadium out of here, my dude. Get it gone. Alright, we're also going to Prism Tower for yet another card. You see how I'm just constantly getting cards out of my hand. Stuff I don't want. I check here. I'm looking at 4, 6, 8. 8 is a good number. Doesn't matter why. I'm also going to do this. Now, you see my deck is starting to get pretty skinny already. I do have to watch that. That is something that has to... You got to respect that. We are going to put an energy down. Actually, have I played that? Yeah, I have. Okay, so we're going to do that. I might not even use these Dunsparce at this point. We'll see. And I get to wipe yet another 2 cannons. So now he's got to set up another rare candy to try to balance it out. That 20 chip damage does not matter to me at all. The benefit for him is I am running low on cards. I've got a lot of draw engine on my side. That's a cool move. Putting the Pikachu up, just stalling. It's risky, though, because it is an EX. But right now, he is desperately looking for, like, a stadium or something just to flip the tide. So he has to stall a little bit. Flip the script. I thought about putting Pheasantipity in this deck because with single prize decks, Pheasantipity is such a good combo. But I have won so many games punishing people for having Pheasantipity. I did see in the, I think it was the Toronto Regionals, someone ran a Pheasantipity start of the match and won because of it, because it has amazing pressure. So it's definitely a good card. So getting that Area 0 Underdepths, he's going to be using this Sacred Ash to put Pokemon back into his deck. Hopefully he can draw them. He's trying his best to keep this game alive, really take ownership. It is going to be a deck out game if we don't hurry up our stuff. He gets another 2 cannon out. You see how effective this draw engine deck is. He's constantly having options, but he is also running out of rare candies. That's 2. I don't know how many he's running in this deck. So we'll see. He's putting up a great match, though. This Latios is awesome. A lot of decks run Latios EX. It makes all basic Pokemon have no retreat cost. So you notice I'm now down to 1 Dhelmise, which is not a good thing for me in this matchup. Except it's fine. 3 rare candies. Guys, he just gave me information. Now I know about his deck. Pokemon good for dark types? It really depends. Because the dark type has so many different weaknesses that you never know. We're going to put my Dhelmise up there. I'm not too worried right now. You know what? Let's go crazy. Let's do this. It's risky, but we're going to do it. Actually, do I hold on to those right now? We are going to... What are we sitting on? 10 minus 2, 8. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We are going to... Night Stretch here. I think that's fair. Not bad. We're just going to get Dhelmise back into play here. Activate him. We're going to play Colress's Tenacity. We're pulling more cards out of our deck. That deck is getting skinny. But my goal, keep his Mons annoyed. Depends on what deck. Yeah, no, 100%. So now again, he has to decide, who do I get rid of? The Latios seems like a very respectable choice there. We're going to see Ultra Ball come out for me. Again, I'm just discarding cards. Looking to see what is there. Okay. So now I know what's mostly left in my deck. I'm not too stressed about what's there. Do I Dunsparce? Not right now, honestly. I don't need to. So right now I'm trying to just farm his prizes. And so he really has to find a way around this. I don't know if he has one, but at the same time, I've said that many times and ended up losing. That prize card was spectacular. Best dark type Pokemon, in my opinion, right now there are two spectacular get out of here, dude. Two spectacular dark type decks. All right, number one is in Zoroark. It is an insanely challenging deck to use, but absurdly powerful. Very strong meta right now. Number two is Marnie's Grimmsnarl, which I absolutely despise. No, don't do that. That's mean. Both are extremely powerful, but extremely high skill. So you have to watch out for those. Hey, guess what, buddy? I run 3. With decks that really want that stadium to stay, like, it is frustrating when you're playing a stadium war, and that's what we're doing right now. Is we're definitely battling it out for the stadiums. Oh, I think Keeter left. Goodbye, Keeter. So right now, I'm looking at this matchup and thinking I have my win conditions. I have like 3 win conditions I'm looking at. And I have to decide, you know, what are they? I'm actually going to be a little weird. Am I? What are we sitting at? We're sitting at 11 minus 1, so 10. Ah, timer. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Make him hard to hit, and then I'm going to puppet pull. Because right now there's a card in my brain that I'd really like to have. You run 4, you dog! Whatever will I do? Oh, interesting, interesting. Then I'm gonna do that. I think that's the right play here. Actually, yeah, that's the right play here. So I've actually met 2 of my win conditions right here, guys. So Jazzy is trying to, you know, again, win this stadium war. He runs 1 more than I do. But he has to essentially... Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, he doesn't want to do that. That's a cool little combo right there. Make sure you control stadiums. That's nice. Lilying, we're both really low on deck, so we're kind of slowing down how many cards we draw. Which is fine. Aerial draw. It's gonna be rough. He's able to use a Dunsparce to yeah, getting those other Dunsparce allow him to actually infinitely keep his deck alive. But it's really messy. I would say Mega Darkrai is good against a lot of Mega decks right now because Mega Darkrai with a Confusion Bell just immediately nukes you. Now, he gets no prizes from that, which stinks. I need to look at my Mons. Yeah, so I've met my win conditions, so I'm going to be silly here. And I'm going to win with a funny condition. It's GG. It's very much GG. Yes, my dude. We are going to do this. I will just say that I had boss's orders. as well, but we're going to use Spiritual End. GG, my dude. And we'll put it on him as well. Why not? And this attack quadruples the damage counters on a Pokemon. So right there, we nuke it in the back line. I also had a boss's orders if that didn't happen. But we were in a very commanding position there. The match took a really long time, and sometimes these my hide and sneak deck does take a long time, but it has a lot of control. It has a lot of frustration for opponents. People will make mistakes, but at the same time, I will make mistakes because of how long my matches go. I'll pull the wrong card. I'll think, oh, I need this, but I needed something else. So it definitely will mess with you. But in my opinion, and again, it's just my 1487 master rank opinion. It's not like, wow, he's a world champion or anything. But I think this is the best deck right now. And I love it. It's really, really fun. It's very versatile. I personally think that this will win Pokemon World Champions. Like in middle of August, I think. I think that we will see a hide and sneak deck win champions, or the World Championship. I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, I'm just gonna say that it's because people are sleeping on it and not using it, and not because it's not the best. So I'm going to try a Masters match. We're going to see what we run into here. I never underestimate my opponent. Well, you're about to, my guy. Here we go. We are going to go heads. We're looking for first. It just gives us a little more flexibility. We get tails, so he gets to pick. We'll see what goes down. Edison, what deck are you running right now? Are you running a Mega Lucario, or are you running something different? Are you needing to think tank something to beat a Mega Lucario deck? What are we looking at? Wait, am I going first? I wasn't looking. He's going first, so we want to start this into that. Yep. That's not a good sign. This is most likely an Zoroark deck. You're about to see me get slapped silly. Ugh, got a sore shoulder and I'm wondering if it's... Oh, it's a Mega Sharpedo deck, which again, still not good for me. Darkrai. Well, check that out, guys. That's how you play Pokemon. That's how good my deck is. I don't even have to play to win. In my opinion, you should never, like, that's silly. Don't forfeit before the match has even begun. Even if you get a trash hand, you never know if something's going to be good. Now, that's annoying. I lost more points, I guess, because it was a quick win. Darkrai, hey, let me run to the bathroom, and then let's think tank Darkrai. We'll talk about kind of what you're thinking. You built it from scratch. Okay, man. Hey, let's do this. If you've got it, I'd love for you to, like, type your deck list up. When I say deck list, I mean, like, you know, how many dark rice, how many this, how many that. And we'll kind of look at what you've got and see what we're working with. Because I would love to kind of look at what you're doing. So I will build a deck. Excuse me. I'm assuming you're running some dark rise, so I'll just immediately pull up all my fun dark rise I've got. Yes, yes, okay. Is that H? Oh, cool. So yeah, I've got a bunch of SIRs right now. The only thing I haven't pulled is a gold. I just got this one today for hitting master rank. I'd never claimed my master rewards. But yeah, we'll throw in some SIRs. I assume you're running, like, I'm gonna guess 2. And in case you're wondering what I mean like I run 4 Sinischa. I think that's spelled wrong. Sinischa. 4 Poltergeist. Stuff like that. Like, type that in, and we'll build your deck and kind of think tank it. Maybe even test it. And that's what I like about this program, is I can come in and build any deck and test any deck I want. So go ahead and do that. While he's working on that, I think I will run a match. Also, I think my delay on me talking and y'all seeing it is about 30 seconds. But if someone could just type the word now when you hear me say that. Just gonna kind of wait and see how long the delay is. This also helps for y'all to know kind of the delay that you'll see my responses, because I see your comments immediately, but y'all don't hear me for about 30 seconds, and that is mostly for your safety and my computer's abilities as well. If something did happen that I don't want kids seeing or just isn't safe for y'all or whatever, I can kill the stream before you see it or before you hear it. Like, if someone was outside being belligerent or something, I might just kill the stream, because I don't want y'all listening to them being mean and hateful. Now. I'm saying it again now. And while you figure that out, I will... Okay, yeah, so it's about 15 seconds, I think. That's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, they're working on that. So while they do that, we're gonna run one more. See, Speedor XZ9. Your stream is lagging. My God. Oh no. Okay, cool. Again, not an ideal start, but we work with it. Did he pick first? He's going first. Does not play well for us, but we will work with this. Oh, they typed it up in Messenger. Cool. Alright, guys. Hey, I'll build this up here in a minute. Oh, nice. Ooh, okay. I'm seeing some fun stuff. So, battle cage already. Oh, this deck is cooked. So, we are immediately going to put an energy down onto him. And we're going to grab another Shuppet and a Dhelmise. The reason I'm doing this, normally you would want Dhelmise only. But in this case, Alakazam does damage counters, not damage. And there's a huge difference between those two. Damage counters do not count as damage for this consideration of rulings. So in this game, damage, just straight damage, that's what this number, oh, excuse me, that's what that number right there on the side is. That's damage. My Pokemon can be damaged. Doesn't even stop me, so we're fine. Dunsparce is good for draw. I just really want to get some cards put down here. And then we are going to Puppet Pull for 80 damage, get a prize card, and pull any card out of the deck that we want. The card we are going to pull is absolutely Lily's Determination, which is 100% a masterpiece of a card. Nice, 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 nice. 18 Pokemon total, okay. Okay, so we got a couple Dark. Yeah, I forgot. Jazzy, you do run a Darkrai deck that's pretty nasty. So we'll have to compare notes here, see what we're looking at. Okay, okay. Enriching energy. So yeah, now here's the problem. Like, he's getting a lot of draw, which is awesome. But he's about, so he might not have ever run into a hide and sneak. He is about to discover that attacking me doesn't do what he wants it to, which is funny. That's why I run this. And this deck, its only attacker is really Alakazam. So nothing happens. And he's like, yep, that's, yeah. Yeah, I feel only slightly bad. Slightly bad. And when I say slightly, I mean I don't feel bad at all because I'm sick of this deck. As a Lucario player, I hate this deck. What we are going to do, actually... Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Let's be crazy. I don't know. Let's pull out a Dunsparce and just stop his draw game. Let's use Runaway Draw, get some cards. Put up Prism Tower. And then we're going to Puppet Pull. Probably a Dunsparce, honestly. Yeah, I think a Dunsparce is fine. Or another boss. I kind of like the idea of a boss. Nah. Actually, no. Let's do this because it'll make him really mad. Let's do a Judge. And shove all his cards back into his deck. This deck hates Judge. It hates Red Card. But you see, if I was running Red Card instead of Judge, I can't mess with him like this. Now, if we look at the battlefield right now, he can boss's orders my Dhelmise forward, which my Dhelmise can one-shot him. So he has to knock it out the moment he plays it. At the same time, I only have 2 cards out that he can even damage, which means he can't get enough prize cards. He has to, like, Fezandipity, great option. I actually need a boss for Fez. I need to take care of Fez. Fez is a problem. because it, if I remember correctly, does 100 damage. Not damage counters, it does 100 damage. Yes, 006. 06's whatever it's called is good. I'm not crazy about it because it is a supporter card, so it takes my entire turn, but it is infuriating to fight against. Now, that was amazing. Silencing my monster because I don't have any energies. That was a really good move. I do have to work around that now. Rare candy, he's getting him out. Honestly, he's kind of suffocating himself. He should keep those put away. He's drawing a lot of cards, so we're just going to shove all those cards back in next turn, probably. I'd like to Lilies instead. Plus, those cards don't hurt me, but it gives him more options, and I want him to have as few options as possible. But if he decks himself out, it's not bad, actually. He gets Battle Cage. I don't really care about that because it stops damage counters. It stops my Sinistra, but I can just Prism Tower and get rid of that again. So, boss, he's going to get one of them. Oh, bless him. Oh, buddy, you could have hit a Dhelmise. Okay, so, yeah. And he realized, I legitimately cannot beat you. It's like, yeah, that's a counter. I actually did lose that matchup last week. And it was because I forgot about the ability my own deck had. And the guy was really confused. He kept throwing me the I'm confused animation. And I was like, why are you so confused? Well, that's because. Right here, you see I earn new packs. So I can open those. But yeah, let's look at this deck, guys. So we're going to build new deck 7. We'll call this Darkrai Ed. All right. Ooh, okay. And what I love about this too is this deck that I'm looking at right now, and we'll build it. It's kind of like what you have with you, right? Now, as you build more, you find more cards. Like maybe you change that. But I like this because it's an authentic experience. So, I'm going to assume when you say Darkrai EX, are you meaning Mega Darkrai EX or normal Darkrai EX? You tell me in the comments, my dude. All right, Fez, fantastic. So let's grab a Fezandipity. Flip the script, good option. Then we are looking at the Morpeko. I pulled a Morpeko. He's really, really cool. They're running one Morpeko. We'll talk about that here in a second. Yveltal is a great option. I've run into a lot of people running Yveltal, and he's annoying. Well, so yeah, it's an interesting little combination I'm seeing right here. I'm gonna assume you're using this Yveltal because he's spectacular. Oh, Morpeko V! Let me build this deck different then. Alright, so we are running an expanded deck, which is very, very fine, especially in Pokemon Club. Pokemon Club, we run expanded/unlimited, and that is fine. So we're gonna go Morpeko V. I don't even have it, so we're gonna say all, cancel. Oh, there's a lot of Morpekos, but I'm gonna assume it's Morpeko V Dark. That just seems like the option we're looking at here. What's the difference? So the difference between V and EX, V we see non-run. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, so it's just a chip and back out. Hangy Spikes. If you played Morpeko, or no, Marnie's Pride from your hand during this turn, this attack does 120 more. So it combos well with Marnie's Pride. Now, something we do have to notice, and this is a good conversation, is this has an F in the bottom. So what this means is it's not standard legal, it's expanded legal. Oh, what does that mean? Okay, that's a great question. Okay, yeah. So let's talk about the different formats for Pokemon. And that's why I love this app so much, is you don't actually have to fully understand it. in the Pokemon trading tournament scene. So like if I go to a tournament, almost every single tournament is standard, which means the last 3 rotation worth of cards, mostly the last 2 or 3 years of cards, are legal in that tournament. So like this Morpeko V, if you took it to an actual tournament, if the tournament was standard and not expanded, you can't use it. If it's an expanded tournament, 100% go ahead, have fun. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to build cards like this. Pokemon Club is all about expanded because it's expensive to keep up with standard stuff. So I like that a lot. So this actually makes deck building a little harder because I'm not sure which ones, but we're going to try. We are rocking Fez, though. Fez is good. I'm certain it's this Fezandipity. I have no doubt. Darkrai EX. I'm going to assume it's this guy, because I know y'all own that box. Darkrai. Oh, there's a million. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. I don't even know which one to start with. I'm betting it's this one. This is the one I'm most familiar with. We'll put him in for now. All right, King Gambit. I like that. I'm going to bet it's the Dark King Gambit. Which one, though? That's nice, actually. Ooh, this is hard. Yeah, we'll say it's this one. Even if it's not, it's still a good little combo. Then we are looking at 2 Bisharp, or B-Sharp, however you want to say it. B-Sharp. Probably Homeboy right here. Then Pawniard. And you're running 4 of these. I'm going to just take a gander and probably say it's this one. It could be any of them. It doesn't really matter with the basic. The basic's usually not that important. Yeah. Zoroark line. Okay. So this has a lot of different fams. I like it. I'm pretty familiar with this one. I'm gonna bet it's that one. It doesn't truly matter. We're just trying to like flush out the ideas we're looking at here. I bet it's not that one. I bet it's probably this one. I see a lot of that. I also see a lot of this one. They're all the same though. So we'll do this. He did 3. Bombardier. Running 2 Bombardier. I'm gonna bet it's this dark one right here. It's classed H. You opened a bunch of H8 card. Yeah, look at me guessing. I'm using that knowledge. I saw y'all buy some packs the other day, so I'm kind of basing my my guess based on what I know y'all probably opened. My money is on this guy because I've seen y'all with these cards a lot. They're very common. G is what a lot of our club runs. All right, so let's talk about the Mons we're looking at here. Honestly, just a nice overall coverage. If I was to advise just on the Mons themselves, I would say, hey, go open some Pitch Blacks. You know, if you got money out the wazoo and you can afford cards. Pitch Black has a new Darkrai. It's a Mega Darkrai, and it is disgusting. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. And this is a great Darkrai EX. It's going to get you some nice things. This guy, I will say this, just to kind of give you some advice. A lot of people, and I'm actually thinking about putting this in my Lucario deck. It works well with Lucario. But a lot of people look at Fezandipity EX as only a draw engine. Oh no, I lost a Pokemon. I draw 3 cards. Thing is, Fezandipity is nearly useless in a EX deck because, or a Mega EX deck, because you essentially you lose them on 1 time before you're out of the game. So you get 1 draw of 3. Like, it's not really worth it. but it's a great card. And especially here, I'm seeing a lot of basics as well, like single prizes. Fez is going to do really well. You have no megas, so you're looking at least 2 draws of it. That's really, really nice. More Pico is going to be cool if you combine it with Marnie's Pride. This King Gambit, especially if you're using this one, works well into your Darkrai, your Morpeko, and I don't think it works into your Pheasantipity very much. It does if you attack an active. But that's nice because your basics are now doing more damage. If it's not that one and it's the other one, it's just an all-around nice triple evolution. Zoroark, Double Claw, just does good fast damage, and Night Days, 100 damage is really nice. It is frustrating to see that triple energy, but at the same time, it's not bad. It's going to do well in Pokemon Club, I think, if you can get him active. This Darkrai, if this is what you're running, putting Pokemon to sleep is always good. During your next turn, this can't attack. Pitch Black Blade hurts, honestly, for 130 damage, doing a 3 energy attack that doesn't let you attack next turn. That's really expensive. So if this is in your deck, I would actually recommend finding something different, something with a little more punch with less punishment, but at the same time, it's a great card. I'm not going to stream Pokemon Club. What I'm going to do this year is Pokemon Club is going to be on Mondays, but then on Tuesday afternoons, I'll still run TCG Live, or TCG Tuesdays. The tournament this year, I'm hoping to stream it live so other people can watch. We'll keep students' faces out of it for the most part. We'll have like a waiver that you have to sign, etc., etc. I've got some really cool stuff planned for this tournament this year, and I've got an awesome committee. I've got some people who have signed up to help out. It's going to be even better this year. Looking at our supporters, we're seeing some good stuff. Professor's Research, it's classic. It's technically not standard legal anymore, but it's expanded legal, and it's fantastic. Nimona is a safe draw card. Oh. Just getting 3 cards into your hand is fantastic. Boss's Orders. Okay. Good card. Running 1, I would recommend 2 in my personal opinion. Just 2 go in almost every deck in my opinion. It's such a powerful card with almost no punishment. Miriam. Oh, that's a fun card. I haven't seen it because it's expanded, but I like that. Poppy. And what I love about decks that are made at home with like kids who actually just collect cards and not people who like think tank everything is you can see the authenticness of it. Like, oh, I've got one of this, I've got one of this, because that's what I pulled out of my packs. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's really, really beautiful. Move 2 energy. Wow. If this was still tournament legal, oh my goodness. That'd be awesome. Youngster, classic. And what I like is I'm also showing you can just build decks on this, like Bird Keeper. And it's so easy to just build a deck really fast. Great Ball. Running 3 Great Balls. Fantastic. Great Ball actually just fell out of rotation this year. Most people use Dusk Ball instead of Great Ball now because Dusk Ball is still in rotation. Instead of pulling from the top of the deck, you pull from the bottom of the deck. So if you're like, oh, I want a tournament legal deck, but I love Great Ball, just switch it to Dusk Ball, or to, yeah, Dusk Ball, and it's fine. Everything works the same. 100%. Oh my. There's a lot of these. Okay, Nest Ball. Nice. Nest Ball was so good back in the day when it was tournament legal, when it was standard. It was beautiful. Pokey Gear. Something I do also, I'm kind of recommending to people is the reason I want people on this program, this app on the computer, is it allows you to understand standard and non-standard a lot easier. Because even for me, it's overwhelming, and if I'm being completely honest. Lena's fishing rod is... No, Lena's aid. Oh, what's this? Shuffle Pokemon and Pokemon Tool. Oh, that's nice. Ah, and you have Big Air Balloon. Okay. I was like, why would you need that? But now I understand. Big air balloon. So technical machine blindside. Man, I haven't seen technical machines in a long time. And evolution is such a good one. That was the meta right there. Dominated the meta. Oh, and the rest is probably energy. 20 energy. Okay. So this is what we're looking at, guys. I like this, honestly. For an expanded deck, I think it's fun. Bird Keeper allows you just some switching and some drawing. It looks like you're always drawing cards with your stuff, which is good. Poppy moving energies gives you flexibility. Youngsters drawing cards. Honestly, for a Pokemon Club deck, I'm liking the looks of this, man. You're running dark energies. I think this will handle itself very, very nicely. You were asking, like, what is Lucario good against? Like, Bombardier, you can see right here. Can y'all see my mouse? Yes. You can see he's weak. Oh, no, he's resistant to fighting. That's fantastic. Discard all energy when it does 120 damage. So that's expensive, but you're going to be okay. Nightmare, not crazy about this card. This guy's not bad. He's not like amazingly powerful, but he's fun and he's kind of your keynote speaker. I like that. The Pheasantipity, honestly, don't be scared to use Cruel Arrow. It's amazing at hitting the backline with weak Mons, especially if people are running like Dunsparce to Dunsparce. You can get back and you can hit Dunsparce before he evolves, and he's now in the discard pile. It's fantastic. Cruel Arrow, really cool option. Ha! Happy Tuesday, my dude. It's my last day of summer. I go back to work tomorrow. Morpiko's really cool. Pawnyard. Honestly, something y'all might consider for this deck. And it's weird. But I want to show you. So I'm looking. This game. This is Pokemon TCG Live. And if you want like a deep dive into everything, like I've got a few minutes, I can definitely deep dive it and explain all the good stuff. But before I do that, I do want to point something that I think would really help y'all out. And I've got a ton in club, so if y'all want to come and grab some anytime, feel free. Look at the energy requirements of these Pokemon, okay? 1 colorless, 2 dark, 1 colorless. Some colorless, some colorless, some all colorless, some colorless, some colorless, some colorless, some... If you notice, they all have colorless in them. Now, what does that mean? Well, what I'm seeing right now is a lot of Pokemon with 3 energy requirements. That takes 3 turns to get active. Now, you have your Poppy. Your Poppy lets you take 2 energy from one Pokemon and put it on another. That's amazing. That helps you accelerate your game. At the same time, it took you 2 turns to get those energies down. So it's so slow. So what you could do, let me show you a card, and I bet that Jazzy's already thinking of it. We are looking at a card that is tournament legal right now. I spelled it wrong. Is it? Oh, I'm in Pokemon right now. That's why. Crispin. All right. I would recommend getting some of these in your deck. So Crispin allows you... Let me get a card that's not so complicated. Oh, my goodness. All right, search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types. Reveal them, put 1 in your hand, and put the other one on a Pokemon for free. Now, why is this so important? And why is it only a recommendation, not like, hey, you have to do this? This means you have to change up how many types of the energies you've got. But since your deck is running 20 energy, in my opinion, I think it's absolutely worth it. You could just add it in and take out 3 or 4 energies. But I would say run like 5 or 6 of fire or electric or whatever you want. It doesn't matter, but not dark, because that allows you to pull 1 dark energy and 1 of another type out of your deck in the same turn. Attach the dark energy immediately, and you still haven't used your energy attachment, so you can put your other energy down now, and all your Pokemon benefit from at least 1 random energy. So all of a sudden, you have drastically expedited your battle, and you're hitting in 1 turn or in 2 turns instead of in 3 turns. So Crispin, I think, fits your deck so well. Just to to help get past that. Also, there's a new Misty card. Misty's Vitality. So I also highly recommend this card. All right, hear me out. It's weird. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jazzy. So they need to change their energy from not just being dark energy, but dark and something else. It's a little risky, but not too risky in my opinion, because they have a lot of colorless attackers. Have some of both. And my recommendation, take it for what it's worth, run water as your secondary energy, because search your deck for up to 4 basic water energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck, your turn ends. So while you end your turn with this, you can use this new Misty card to, in one turn, pull out 3 water energies, or 4 if you really wanted to, slap them onto your Pheasantipity, and your Pheasantipity is ready to attack the next turn. So like Misty is a fun little way to also accelerate energy. Some things just to think about, honestly. This is a great card, Dark Patch. Honestly, you might get more Dark Patches if you have them. That helps with the Dark Train. All of these cards are good. It looks like we're just sitting on a lot of draw engine, which is awesome. What is Blindside? Yeah, Blindside, same thing. Crispin would work really well helping you fluff 3 energy really fast. That's kind of my advice. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I definitely recommend trying to get hold of a Pitch Black Mega Darkrai EX. Fantastic. So yeah, let's talk about this program really quick, because we got our man Edison. He's kind of interested. He's looking at it. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Ignition Energy, or I know what you're saying. Yeah. That's a good point. Let's show them that before I get off topic, because this is an yeah, I'll just pull it up here. So what Jazzy's talking about is Ignition Energy. This is a 1-turn card. You play it down and it does 3 colorless energy onto your Mon that turn. But at the end of the turn, you have to discard it. So you got your Pheasantipity, you play this, it's a free attack that turn. This is a really fun card. You could also combo your deck, if you can find it, with Neo Upper Energy. It's an ace spec card. It counts as 2 energies. 1 play, boom, you're just done. It's a special energy, though, so it doesn't play with all your cards correctly, but it is really, really cool. There's some cool options for you, honestly. Oh, it's on your bench. Okay. So yeah, there's some really cool stuff you can do. But yeah, looking at this. Oh, good point. See, I've only ever used Ignition Energy with evolutions. That's a really good point, Jazz. It only works effectively on evolution Pokemon. So for that, it wouldn't actually be beneficial. Good call. Good call. So what I love about this this program, 1, you get to play other people. Build a deck, you can join the ladder, and you get to see other competitive decks. 2, you just get free cards, which is really fun. They're digital, but they're still free. 3, you can come and you can build as many decks as you want. Now, this is the big sells point. You don't have to own the cards to try out a deck. You just saw I tried building your deck here. All right, so here it is. Let's edit the deck. Let's add in some energies. So we'll do darks. We'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's say we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Cancel. Actually, we're going to do one more. We're going to add 4 Crispin just because Why not? I don't know. Just to finish the deck out. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, any of these cards that are dark, I don't own the digital version of them. So I can't play online with other people. But I can test my deck. And if I test it, it puts me against a computer. I get to see, do I play well against this? Do I not? If I do, well then, all right. I'm going to spend game points to buy those cards. And boom, I can now use my deck. You might be like, well, how do I get game points? Opening packs and getting duplicates gives you game points. Also, just playing the game gives you points to buy packs in the game. So there's a ton of ways that you can just get activated super, super fast. Yeah, we'll just start with that. So we're gonna test your deck here. Let's see what we got, man. Now, I will say these decks are fairly decent and fairly competitive. So like if your deck isn't up to snuff, it might get cooked. And that's what I like about this, is you can start to see where your deck has issues. So immediately we're going to Nimona, get 3 cards. We are struggling here, but not terribly. What I'm going to do... I probably should have switched, but that's fine. I'm going to put a Dark Energy down here, and then I'm going to Evolution. This deck, by the way, that we're facing up against is really, really good. So your deck will probably get cooked here, but it's your first attempt at it. We're trying stuff out, and that's what this is for. It allows you to try with cards you don't even own. So yeah, this right here, Force of Vitality, you just get to evolve everything. It's silly. Does 30 damage to itself. That's fine. So what we're going to do here is we are going to retreat into Bishart. All right. Now I can actually use this, which is in your plan already. We're going to pull that Dark Energy back to the bench. We are going to play Crispin now. And this is what I'm talking about. You pull both energies out. All right. We're going to put the water into our hand. And we're going to put the dark onto our B-sharp, or our bi-sharp. I'm going to put a water on him because he needs a dark and a colorless. And all of a sudden, we hit him for 120 damage. So that's what these upper level things you can do make a difference with. Because I was able to use that Crispin to activate your Pokemon turn 1 or turn 2 and be competitive against these Duotrix. I did put 30 damage down. We'll see what he gets. He gets a Judge, puts us in a bind of sorts. But I like this because it allows you to try out your deck and play with friends. So like you can join the Discord server, meet up with Jazzy, and y'all can play whenever you want. This is really good. Playing that Judge, this guy hits for 1 energy if you have 4 cards in your hand. By playing Judge, he set us up to, you know, get cooked. And there's not much we can do here. But there is something. I'm going to step away for just a second, and I'll come back and finish this. The AI is terrible. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Now, something I do want to point out is expanded form. Yeah, so you knocked out my Pokemon, that's fine. Expanded format, something that we will see can be a problem, is expanded decks can be absurdly powerful because you can combine pretty much any card out there. So you do have to watch out for that. So what we're going to do is we are going to play this. Just get our boy back in the deck. But you can play people in expanded form, so that is awesome. We are looking at some issues here. What we are going to do is we're going to Crispin again. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, putting Crispin in your deck, I think, just accelerates your deck a little. We're going to equip it to our Darkrai. Stick that there. We are then going to retreat into the Darkrai. And now in one turn, he can put this guy to sleep. So that's kind of some stuff that I want y'all to see. Some options you can consider is really just how to flesh out your deck. And if you want a Crispin, I've got like 20 Crispin, and I just got a huge box, a box like that big, donated with like 3,000 cards. So I've got to sort it all. That's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be good. And that's something that will probably have a lot of Crispins in it as well. Drop shot. I'm not gonna do drop shot right now. I don't feel like it benefits me. Now here is the problem. I don't have another dark energy here. That stinks. So we're stuck with just Nightmare. I am going to... Yeah, drop shot could help us out. Right now we're kind of stalling, hoping that he doesn't get anything going. We need a good card, though. We do need a good card. And something to consider in the future with this deck is never be too attached to a card. If you absolutely love this card, you never want to give it up. Okay, well, that's cool, but eventually you might get more than one of the same card that you want in your deck. So, like, maybe you need more Great Balls, you find more Great Balls, now you got to take a card out of your deck. That's okay. You just have to be willing. You have to be willing to take the card out of your deck. I'm not going to put Darkrai EX in right now because he's about to smoke me with a boss's orders. No, we're fine. We're going to put him out. Why not? And again, we're just stalling. We're looking for that dark energy. We are struggling a little. At the same time, as you use your deck... Oh, 1 second. I left my door open. But as I was saying, as you use your deck, you're going to find where it's weak. And I want you to build on that, plan for that. So I'm going to play him just because that's kind of what we're doing right here. He did hit me with the boss's orders. I knew he had it, so I held on to my switch. And we're going to put this guy back up and just keep putting that boy to sleep. So maybe you discover, like, wow, I don't have enough hand change. I don't have enough drawing, which you have a ton of drawing in your deck. We're just not getting it, which is, rough. That's stuff you need to consider and be willing to move on. So, like, with my hide and sneak deck, I loved Brilliant Blender. I was using it all the time. I don't actually own the card, so, I had to go and find it. Before I found it, though, I realized, like, oh, I just... and you're about to see why this card might not belong in your deck. So we're going to do, like, amazing damage right here, but then we don't get to attack next turn. So that's the trade-off. But I loved Brilliant Blender, but I realized that I kept getting beat by decks with Luminous Energy, or Luxurious Energy. So I had to consider what is wrong, why am I losing these matches? And the reason, and here we go, we'll try to attack, we don't get to attack, we have to wait. The reason was they were outprizing me, so I figured, you know what, you gotta let go of cards, even if you love them, unless that card is... Like, if you love it too much, don't move on. But never be too attached to a set of cards, at least, that you can't move past them, is kind of my thoughts. So right now we are struggling, but we're not doing bad, honestly. You did not make a bad deck. It's got options here, We got some switch. He's hurting. So we are going to evolve both our boys, get more health on them. We're going to Great Ball, see what pops up. Nothing. I really need some energy. And a deck with this many energy, I'm surprised we haven't hit anything. We're going to Glide. Do 20 damage. We're just chipping away. But this guy's worth 2. He's worth the effort. The biggest part of this deck, this game, though, in my opinion, is once you find a deck that you like, even if you don't have the currency in game to buy it, but you've tested it against a lot of AI decks, and like Jazzy said, the AI is not good, but the AI will still try. And after you've tested a deck and you realize, like, I absolutely love this deck, okay, go buy the cards. They're super cheap. Go talk to Mr. Starks. See if he has the cards. And then you're set. How do we want to play this? Yeah, we're going to do that. And then you have your deck. So that's how I actually made my hide and sneak. I had a lot of the cards, but I built it here. Made sure I was very happy with what I had. And then, and only then, did I go find the cards. So we're going to Crispin here. Gonna pull one more. We are going to put the water into our hand and put the dock there. Why not? I like these Zoroarks. They allow you to do some fun things. I think that's good. That's good. We're gonna see if we can land some big damage. Okay. 40, we take it. We take it. And if you're like, why are you looking that way? That's where my my Discord and streaming services and everything. Ah, stop it. Actually, that's so good. Let's talk about what just happened. So he judged, and this is why you really got to pay attention to what's happening on your field. By judging, he put the water energy back into... Did he judge again? That was weird. Never mind. Ignore me. He's got 50 health. That's really annoying. Your deck might lose. I'm sorry. We got a dark energy. We can work with that. Do we go for the knockout? No, it's too risky. Professor's research is big. We're going to attach an energy. We are going to nest ball for Pheasantipity. Pheasantipity allows us... Yeah, I'm going to flip the script before our Professor's research. I was really hoping for something better. Do we pop it here? No, we do not pop it here. We Professor's research. Yeah. Yeah, why not? I haven't used Professor's research in a really long time, guys. Drop that there. We got a Crispin, but we also pulled the water energy, so Crispin only gets us an energy. It does not let us actually do anything. That's alright. But yeah, test your deck. If you fall in love with it, go find the cards. Ask Mr. Starks if he's got the cards. I've got a lot of contacts. So also, if you're willing to be patient and wait, I know some people who would probably hook you up with those cards. If not for free, then very cheap. That was mean. Ow. That's fine. Your Dark REX is your last hope. Can he do it? Look at him. He's being all happy over there. You're gross. What was this? Shuffle 5 Pokemon for me, discard pile in your deck, and then... Yeah, let's do that because we need to fill our deck up. You know what? We'll grab him just in case. Then we draw 3 cards. That's nice. We are going to drop the Pawn Yard. We are going to put down the Darkrai. Probably going to regret that. That's fine. We're going to do that. We're going to Great Ball. Your deck is handling okay, man. It is handling all right in this scenario. We can't... Can we evolve this turn? Oh, we can. Cool. So your basic does more damage now, too. That's awesome. We get to flip the script again, draw 3 more cards. Like, you see, there's a lot of options you have to work with here, which is so cool to see someone's handcrafted deck actually do what it's supposed to. So we don't actually even need all that energy. Might as well, though. Night Impact. We get 2 energies for this. We are holding on, but I will say if he gets... I mean, odds are we lose here because he has this bug in the back. It's annoying, but it happens. This bug, once per turn, makes you draw 4 cards. This is where the AI is not very smart because they needed an energy. And they had it. They should have won. So in this scenario, he should have used the ability to make me reset my hand to 4 cards. That allows his Decidueye EX to use 1 energy to hit for 240, knocks me out, gets the last prize card. The AI doesn't always think well, and he's giving me another chance. At the same time, he's allowing me to test my deck more, which is nice. It is meant to help you win matches in practice. But that Vivillon is toast, if I have anything to say about it. So what we are going to do is we are going to put an energy on to Homeboy. All right, we are also going to attach that there. And we don't have, and see, that's the annoying thing, is we don't have a boss's orders anymore, so we can't get that Vivillon out. But this deck still held up strong. I'm not disappointed in what y'all put together. If he draws, he should win. 1 energy, maybe? And if you're like, why does he get to evolve so much? It's that Forest of Vitality. Yeah. So yeah, it held up pretty well, but eventually... Oh my goodness. Okay. Buddy, come on. Alright, we're not going to wait for him to play his whole hand. Do yours next. Oh man, I'd have to build it. But let's talk about it really quick. That went really well. But let me show you this. So this year I plan to push kids to try out tournaments and stuff if they want. But to do that, you have to have a standard deck. To have a standard deck, a lot of kids are like, well, I don't know which cards are. The easy way to know is if it has an H, an I, or a J in the bottom corner. But some of these decks, like some of these cards have older versions that are still tournament legal, especially with like trainer cards. So the best way to know is to log into this. Even if you don't play online, using this as a deck builder is amazing because I can go here and I can say, you know, I don't know what my options are, what trainer cards I can consider. Scroll through and it will show you every card that exists. If you're like, oh, Pokemon, I just don't know. Sort it by energy type. And these are all the cards you can legally use in tournaments right now. So if you want to get into the tournament scene, which I will say is highly competitive, it's a lot of adults, not that many kids, but at the same time, that means fewer junior competitions. You can see everything here. It helps you build it out. You can think tank, read through it all. It's just a really good deck building tool. A really good deck building tool. Now, guys, I have been going for 2.5 hours. So what I'm going to do is I am going to build your deck, Jazz. I'll build it off screen, and next week I will test your deck. All right, man. But it has been 2.5 hours, and I'm tired, and I still have to go up to the school and do some work. So I am gonna call it there. But I will say to the Johnston family, if you need help getting hooked into this or connected to the Discord channel or anything, y'all have got my number. Call me, and I'll personally help y'all out. I can even video chat, and we can work through it. Besides that, though, I'm gonna split